more. Right here, copy, Judge.
No, it's the trial court certification.
Let me get his autograph.
Okay, thank you.
Where you can autograph right here.
Thanks, Judge.
Mhm.
Thank you.
If I may, Judge.
And what page is he on there? Thank you. All right, court is calling 2021 CR 2910W, State of Texas versus.
Here we go. Case officially called. Notice how formal this gets instantly. From casual chatter to full courtroom drama in seconds. Quick question for you. Would you stay calm if a judge read your full name like that in open court?
Rick Anthony Contreras. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Charles Bunk for Mr. Contreras.
And are you Rick Anthony Contreras?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amended Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Rick Anthony Contreras who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2910W for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on March 30th, 2021 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 5 in Dare County, Texas. Defendant Rick Anthony Contreras within their failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of September, October, November, and December 2023, and January, February, March.
Boom. He pleads true. That means he's admitting he violated probation. In court terms, this is like waving the white flag. No trial, no argument, just straight to consequences. Risky move or smart honesty? What do you think?
In April 2024, violation condition number 5.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True.
Will waive the remaining violated condition.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement? All right, state, what are you requesting?
Revocation, Your Honor.
Defense, what are you requesting?
We're requesting, Judge, that he be evaluated for the drug court and then get treatment, hopefully get treatment as required and recommended by the drug court. Mr. Contreras, he did not report as he pled true. His brother got sick in the end of 2022. His brother passed away December of 2023, which led, unfortunately, to his not reporting. In addition to that, there was an accident that he was involved in and his wife and son were involved in. His wife was in a wheelchair. As a result of that, she just recently has begun to walk again. So he didn't, while he was dealing with his brother's loss, he also was helping his wife, his then wife, now his ex-wife.
Fence goes straight for the heartstrings. Brother's death, wife's accident, single dad struggles. This is classic mitigation, painting the defendant as human, not just a case number. But here's the tension. Do tough circumstances excuse breaking probation?
He's no longer with that young lady, but he was taking care of his son and helping her recover from the accident. The combination of those things placed him in a position where he began to make some bad decisions and perhaps use some substances that led him into the path to where I believe drug court is something that would absolutely help him. He's asked me about it. I've explained to him that it's in.
And there it is. Meth use admitted. Judges hate hearing this, especially when kids are in the picture. Notice how the judge jumps right on that contradiction. How are you caring for a 4-year-old while using meth? That line alone sets the tone for what's coming.
Intensive and, is a difficult trail, but he says, hey, that sounds like something I could really use. So we're asking the court to refer him to the drug court, and then whatever they recommend he do, he's ready to do it. So I think he's an excellent candidate for that, and we'd like you to send him there.
All right. Anything your client wishes to say to the court?
Am I correct in what I've said to the court?
Yes, you
You
are.
want to raise your right hand for me?
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Rick Anthony Contreras II.
All right, what drugs are you saying that you've been using?
Marijuana, and I was using methamphetamines.
How often were you using meth?
I was using it every other day.
All right, so I don't understand how you're able to take care of family members, but you're using meth.
I was taking care of my son and everything, but when my brother passed, I just fell into a deep hole. I wasn't using drugs. I was only smoking weed. But when my brother passed, I dove into using meth.
And how old is your son?
My son is 4.
And you're taking a 4-year-old using meth.
No, I was taking care of him, and I stopped because his mom just started to be able to walk. She's able to move and stuff. She was in a wheelchair. I was taking care of him the entire duration of probation.
All right, so when did you start using meth while you were taking care of a 4-year-old?
I wasn't taking care of him when I started using that.
All right, so you waited until his mother could start walking, then you went off to start doing meth.
He started using meth after his brother. His wife had already started to walk again before his brother passed. So she was able to resume care of his son. But shortly after that, his brother passed. And at that point, he started using meth, but he was no longer caring for his son because his wife had resumed the ability to walk and care for their son.
All right, so why are you not reporting?
I didn't report because I was taking care of my son.
And then his brother passed.
My probation.
Don't report because you're taking care of your son.
No, ma'am. My probation officer had sent me a text message telling me that I had a failure report. She's putting a warrant out for my arrest. I continued working at the same job. I didn't want to go to jail because I was taking care of my son at the time. I did not want to lose that and put her in a worse position while she was not fully
So this
able
is what I'm not understanding. I'm trying to
Yes,
get
ma'am.
to the crux of this situation. You're not reporting. You know you're supposed to report. Am I correct in that?
Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you pick up the phone and call your probation officer and say, the mother of my son has had an accident. She's in a wheelchair. This is what's going on with my life. Can you help me a little bit on the reporting?
Your Honor, I did talk to her. The probation officer that I had was not cooperating with me. My first probation
So
officer.
let me stop you there. If that probation officer is not cooperating with you, and I've seen you before because you've been before me before,
Yes, ma'am.
why didn't you come to court and say, Judge, this is what's going on with my life?
I didn't know I could come to court and do that.
No, don't do that because I tell everybody they can do that. People get upset with me sometimes when I tell people, talk to
This is the turning point. The judge lays it out crystal clear. Either a 9-month locked treatment program called SAFEP or 4 years in prison. No third option. No wiggle room. If this were you, which would you choose?
your probation officer. And if you feel as though they're not addressing your issue, you can always come back to court. We're here Monday through Friday. I tell everybody that. I tell everybody that when they're placed on probation. And then when they have a motion to revoke from me, I always ask them, is there anything else that we can do to help you that you feel that you need? And then I tell them again, if you feel as though probation is not addressing some issue, you can always come back to the court.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about that. My first probation officer was really helpful, and she helped me a lot through all of my stuff. She would help me with my field visits. If I wasn't able to make it home in time or the field visit stopped, she would send them to my job.
All right. Any questions,
No, Judge.
defense state? All right. Here's the thing. You're not leaving the court today. You're either going to safety or either you're going to be revoked. That's what's going to happen here today. And the reason why I'm leaning towards you going to safety is because you have a son. He's young. Maybe you can get your life together, stop using drugs, and be there for him. But you're not leaving the courtroom today. So you have a choice. These are your choices. And there are no other choices that you have. One, I continue you. You're going to safety. Safety is a 9-month program.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to be in custody. Number 2, I'll revoke you and I'll give you 4 years. Those are your 2 choices. And if you want to discuss it with your attorney, you can discuss it with your attorney.
Can I discuss it with him? Is that-
Yes. All he wants to discuss with you.
Defense tries one last play, asking for a drug test to prove sobriety, but the judge shuts it down fast. Bottom line, today ends with custody, no matter what. This is where the legal arguments hit a wall and reality sets in.
Okay, all right.
But I did go back to what I'm not taking back now.
No. Today?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
You write down Contreras?
Judge, I was hoping, was asking probation if there was a way for him to be drug tested. And I'm told there's not.
No, there is not.
But the court, he's on the ankle monitor. Would the court allow him to go take a drug test? So because I think that's, you talked earlier about problems with probation. I've been trying to get him to take a drug test with probation since he's been on bond. Probation has refused to allow him that opportunity.
No.
Because I mean, it's unfair to him that he can't provide proof to the court that he's not on
No,
drugs.
he's either going to say.
Well, no, Judge, hold on. It's unfair to him not to be able to present evidence to the court that he's not on drugs because probation has refused him the possibility to take a drug test.
Okay, so you have two choices.
No, Judge.
Safety or 4 years.
No,
That's where
Judge,
we
hear
are.
me out. It's unfair. This gentleman has an opportunity has been asking probation for over a month to come take a drug test, as you told him to. You told us when we were here last time, go to probation and take drug tests. You told us that. We've been emailing this probation officer over and over and over. The court wants us to take drug tests. We've been unable to because they don't
I
ask.
don't want a drug test today.
Judge,
But I mean,
that's
if
not
y'all
the
want to
point.
give me a drug test, you can. But he's not leaving the court today.